Hello viewers, Honda heads. This is my K24 CRX project, and today I'm going to be doing the K-tuned AC and power steering delete install. So here we go, here's the kit. Purchased it off eBay, and comes with the bracket, the alternator pulley, some hardware, and some more brackets. I'm going to be using an RSX Type S alternator, and here's also the belt that comes with the kit, and here are the instructions, and I'm just going to get right into the install. So the first thing that needs to be done to install this kit is you need to get an alternator, obviously for your K-swap. I'm not sure if you can use the one that's already on your car or on your engine, but I went with the RSX Type S alternator because the plug faces a certain direction, and that's going to go well with my radiator swap, which I will do a video later on. The first thing you got to do is take off the alternator pulley right here. It comes with it. It takes a 22mm socket, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, you just have to zap that off. And before you put this on, you have to make sure that the surface here is flat. You don't want your pulley to not be true. You want it to spin straight. Oh, it's not. Yeah, there we go. You want it to just spin straight like that. So if you do have some imperfections here, make sure you file that down. Okay, so I got the pulley on. Make sure you spin that, make sure it looks nice and straight, and then you can move on to the next part, which is the adjustable bracket number 1. So I'm back at the car here, and I just noticed that the JDM water pump, which I have because this is a JDM K24, is not compatible with the relocation kit because the mounting position for the pulley bracket is entirely different. This pump does not have the same holes that a different K24 pump would have. I have a pump right here actually from a K24 A8, and as you can see, this has holes here and here as well as there, and this one does not. So I will have to take my water pump off, and I will be back when I do that. Okay, so I've got the USDM water pump installed from my other K24 that I had laying around. Put some fresh gasket sealer on there. Managed to get one of these bolts fit with a spacer like that. I kind of threw the bolts together, but looks like it's gonna work out. So moving on. Okay, so here's the first adjustable bracket installed. It has a pretty nice look to it. It's kind of like matte aluminum finish. The fitment was a little tight right here. However, I hope that this piece is going to have great functionality. So I took a look at the instructions, and it says to use the spacer if the fitment is not great, and I did it that way, and it's fitting a lot better now. So there it is. Okay, so looking at the alternator here now, already done the first step, which is installing this bracket onto the car. I was looking at the instructions for the second step here, and I really tried to put this bracket on the motor first. However, this bolt with this spacer is extremely hard to put on the motor itself first without putting the alternator in, so make sure you put the alternator in first on the bracket as such, and then you can take this bolt and just thread the whole assembly onto there. Okay, so I got my alternator bolted on here. This is the first bracket, that's where that bolts in, and the second one bolts in right here, right under the water pump. And you just put those two bolts in, and then it should fit. So now, the next step is to test whether these spacers, either the 18 or the 19mm, fit back there, and then put the bolts through. Okay, so I tried a couple of combinations here, and it seems that two 19mm spacers work best for my application with the 05 or 06 RSX Type S alternator. So I just installed the serpentine belt here and adjusted the tension. The serpentine belt is going to go under the water pump here, and then up and around this pulley, and then of course on the way down to the alternator pulley and around the crank pulley there. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward, and see you on the next one.